Hi, my name is Danielle Lisso. This is my week 1 Bio 240 Anatomy Physiology lab assignment, and today is March 12th, 2018. Okay, so I'm going to get started to the screen recording on my iPad. Okay, so I'm using my iPad and a recording device to show you what I'm doing here. I'm actually going to go to the web page for our university. This is our assignment here, week 1 lab. And I'm going to go ahead and click on this link that says Endocrine System Experiment so that I have access to the lab packet and all the background information. Then I'm going to scroll through all the information until I know where I need to be, which is right here. I've already read through the packet. So in this video, we're going to be identifying an acetophil cell, a basophil cell, and a nucleus of pituitite, and we're going to be labeling those. So now that we see what they look like, right here and right here, what I would do next is I would email yourself some of the pictures. This right here is my email. Here are my pictures, so I'm going to hold down on this picture and click Save Image. Then the image would be saved in my photos, which is right here. Now that I have the image saved and I have also cropped it so it's of the size for me to label, I'm going to minimize this. I have downloaded the app Fonto on my Apple product. You can also download this on Android phones. I do all my labeling on my iPad or my phone. I'm going to click on that app. Here at the bottom there's a little camera signal. It's going to ask you where you want to load an image from. I'm going to click Photo Album since I know that's where my image is. And I'm going to click on the picture that we're labeling. Okay, so here it is. Now we're actually going to label. So to do that, you click on the screen, you hit Add Text, and I know we're going to be labeling a neuron of pituitite. We're going to drag that up here. It starts in white. It's a pretty good size, but I want it to make it more noticeable, so I'm going to add a stroke around the letters and a shadow behind it. So now you can see it much better than before. I know we're also looking for an acetophil cell. Same thing. I'm going to do the stroke and the shadow behind so you can see it much better. And we're also looking for a basophil cell. And again, the same thing. I also want to be able to point these out, so on here I just click Add Text again. I click this button that says Symbol, and I like to use the little arrow ones. If there's another one that suits your fancy, go ahead and use that. I just click the arrow and I do the same thing that I do to the text so it is more noticeable. And I can move them around later as I decide where the things are that I want to label. So let me go ahead and do 3, one for each of our words. One more. Okay. Now I'm going to reference our lab packet. So here, first I'm going to start with the nucleus of the pituitite. You can see here the different cloudy texture of the membranes around it, the type of tissue that it's in. So when I look at our picture, I see a lot of that up here, up top. There's a lot of the same pictures, the white bubbles in between them. So I know that my neuron pituitite is going to go here. So it looks like a neuron would probably be within these things, and that looks like one right there. So I'm going to move my arrow by using the tilt, and then I'm going to drag it. And if I need to make it a little bit more precise, I can use this little move button and just point right at it. Perfect. Now for the acetophil cell, same thing. I'm going to look back here. It looks like a dark circle compared to the basophil, which is a little bit of a cluster. So what I'm going to do is go back and I'm going to look at the different pictures, look at the different areas down here. And I'm going to say that this over here looks a little bit like an acetophil cell. Doesn't matter if it's right now. You know, it'll be whatever you determine your labeling to be, but just so you know, you want to be tilting these at what you think is the correct answer. So that way you're labeling the part of the picture. Okay, and then when you're done, go ahead and click in this bottom right corner, the square with the arrow, and you hit Save Image. Then when you move to your photos, it should be the last image there. Then you can upload this to your Google document or your file, as long as you have it in the correct size and you want to make sure that the text is readable and you can see the arrows. And that's basically it. So I would say just make sure you save the file as a PDF and make sure your words are large enough and your pictures are clear. Other than that, good luck with